Hey guys, it's almost 10:30 and I have to be up tomorrow for an early shift. But I wanted to try to get through a few of these before tomorrow because I said I'd try to be done today, and I'm not going to be done today, but at least I can get us a little bit closer to tomorrow rather than procrastinate about it and not do it and then have to do a bunch tomorrow. Well, more than normal. So day 125 is the summer solstice. The sun is at its zenith, and the paradoxically begins its decline. During the summer solstice, the longest day of the solar year, the solstice usually occurs between June 19th and 23rd, when the sun enters the sign of Cancer. In old Europe, the summer solstice, or midsummer, was an important fire festival. In some ancient accounts, villagers would set wheels made of straw or cartwheels smeared with pitch ablaze, and then roll them down a hill to signify the sun's descent, or gradual darkening, which followed this longest of days. Another midsummer custom involved farmers lighting torches and then parading them around newly ripening fields. The intention of this rite was to drive out harmful dragons or spirits that might cause sickness in their communities. The rite was also aimed at preventing weakness in the harvest. Interestingly enough, the mythical dragon is a universal symbol for the element of fire, which is the primary energetic expression of midsummer. In yet another custom, villagers would wrap a wooden pillar in a thick coat of straw and place it at the central part of town. The pillar was then set afire. The central pillar represented the phallic maypole previously planted in the earth womb at Beltane. Symbolically speaking, this magical act represented both the empowerment and the destruction of the phallic principle. In other words, the principle of life, as represented by both the sun and the phallus, as simultaneously as its height and in its decline at the time of summer solstice. It was the realization of this principle, which includes a juxtaposition of power and energy, of height and decline, of life and death, that captured the ancient imagination. The most common midsummer practice for the ancient Europeans was the lighting of immense bonfires at the tops of hills. The bonfires were a communal event, and each of a village's family members were required to contribute firewood, straw, and twigs to the fires. Once a bonfire was extinguished, villagers would remove glowing embers and place them in the earth near their homes. They might also place them in their crop-producing fields or in the fireplace. One custom in some villages was to set the bristles of old brooms ablaze and then fling the entire broom into the air. The youngest male of a household would then preserve the remaining broom handle so that it could be stuck into the ground to protect gardens and vegetation. In other accounts, magical folks would use the extinguished yet still smoking broom bristles to fumigate and bless their new homes. So practice fire purification. What you'll need is a bundle of dried twigs from local trees, a red candle, cinnamon essential oil, a cauldron or deep iron pot filled with sand or stones. Fire has a purifying quality. In some ancient medical practices, doctors would use fire to cleanse and seal wounds. Fire purifies because it exhausts a source of fuel completely and cleanly. When something is burned completely thoroughly, it is gone, cleansed from existence. In today's practice, you will cleanse your spirit of unwanted energies, toxic forces, and in the process you will unburden your life of wasted energy. To begin, gather together some dried twigs. If you can find them, if not, use a red candle. Bundle the twigs at one end with some twine and set the bundle end into a pot or cauldron filled with sand or small stones. Be sure that the bundled end is securely wedged into the sand or small stones before you go to the next step. Close your eyes and sense where in your body you hold dark, hot, or heavy energies. You do not need to name the energies, just sense where they are. Once you have done this, smear the twigs or candle with cinnamon oil. Light the bundle of twigs or your candle on fire now and stand back. As the bundle burns, use your hands to touch or symbolically scoop the unwanted energies away from your body, and then push this energy into the fire. Imagine that the fire burns these energies completely away. And mind you, this is interesting that we're doing this now because, quite literally, Beltane is roughly a week away, give or take a few days. So it's nice to be doing a Beltane thing in Beltane, whereas the other ones were a bit scattered and I kind of felt a little lost. I don't know. Anyway, that's all I have for you for a day 125. I will see you in the next video for day 126. Blessed be and keep crafting, witches.